mynews.studio.
Black smokestacks are fading into the background, and now we're seeing solar fields take the lead. When renewables finally overtake coal, what does that really mean?
Today's date is November 20th, 2025. The International Energy Agency just confirmed something historic. Renewables have become the main source of electricity worldwide. That's never happened before. But why did it take so long to get here?
Coal was the backbone of the industrial age, but renewables, mostly solar and wind, have really picked up speed in just the last 10 years. The IEA says renewables could quadruple their output by 2030. In fact, solar might become the world's largest electricity source by 2033.
So, are we actually looking at the end of coal, or is this just a turning point?
Not a sudden end, but it's a major tipping point. As renewables expand, coal is on the decline, and that's already helping to lower global carbon emissions. But this shift isn't just technical. How is it affecting electricity access and costs, especially in developing regions?
In a lot of places now, renewables are cheaper than coal. So electricity is cleaner and also more affordable and accessible. Countries in Africa and Southeast Asia, for example, are skipping over coal and going straight to renewables. They're avoiding the high costs, both infrastructure and health linked to coal. But what's happening to people whose jobs depend on coal?
That's a really important point. In coal-dependent regions, this transition can be economically disruptive. Groups like the World Economic Forum and some governments point to retraining programs, direct investment in renewables, and broad economic diversification as possible solutions. Have we actually seen these ideas work in practice?
Yes, there are some real examples. For instance, some countries offer tax breaks to clean energy firms that hire former coal workers. There are also vocational training programs focused on skills for solar and wind jobs, and international organizations fund early retirement or help convert coal plants for new uses.
Do you think these measures are enough to keep up with how fast things are changing?
That really depends on how well policies are carried out. Social safety nets, like unemployment support and healthcare, are crucial. The transition isn't just about technology, it's about social and economic changes too. But what about countries still relying heavily on fossil fuels? What's holding them back?
A lot of it comes down to infrastructure. Many older power grids can't handle the variability of renewables. These countries need smart grids, better energy storage, more transmission lines, and regulatory reforms can bring in private investment. In the meantime, some regions use flexible backup sources, like natural gas or hydropower, to keep the supply stable.
Is that enough, though? The IEA still points to issues like supply chain security and getting renewables properly connected to the grid. International cooperation and technology sharing are helping, especially in fast-growing economies. How are regions like Latin America or the ASEAN countries dealing with these challenges?
They're focusing on regional cooperation, connecting power grids across borders, pooling resources, attracting investment. International financing is key, but local innovation matters too. Policies are tailored to local land use, training, and grid access. Basically, there's no single solution, but working together and staying flexible seems to work.
If we step back for a moment, why does this story matter everywhere, not just in places where things are moving quickly?
Energy is at the core of everything: health, industry, daily routines. Making the switch to renewables isn't only about cutting emissions. It's about building economic resilience, encouraging technological progress, and even influencing geopolitics. These changes shape global stability and opportunity.
And this transition gives us a kind of blueprint: international support, flexible policies, action at the local level. If we're seeing this much progress now, what could the world look like by 2050 when reaching net zero is the goal?
That's the big question. The path isn't predictable, but reaching this milestone proves what's possible when innovation, investment, and determination come together.
Clean energy isn't just an environmental topic, it's reshaping the world. Renewables have taken the lead today, but the real challenge is making sure no one is left behind. Thanks for listening. This episode was powered by mynews.studio. You can try it now for free.